All right, fellas, welcome to the beginning of our workouts for the summer. Today we're going to be going over our quick warm-up, and then we're going to also cover, I believe it's seven or eight different dynamic stretches that we do as far as our program's concerned, whether we're in the weight room or out on the baseball field. Quick warm-up. I just got done doing my quick warm-up. Got on the elliptical for about 3 minutes. That's basically all you need to get yourself going in regard to getting warmed up. The last thing you want to do is with cold muscles jump into the dynamic stretch because you'll end up pulling something or ending up having tight muscles before you do your workout. One of the big things with the quick warm-up is you have a lot of different options. Okay, so like I mentioned, I did the elliptical. Part of that, which helped me with doing the elliptical, is you could also incorporate your arms, warming up your arms in regard to that. You could also do something else that'll be conducive to warming up your arms as well too, like jump rope. You could also bike, get on a treadmill. You could also go out on a jog, totally up to you, or you could even jog in place. So if you're limited in space, especially dealing with this stuff and not being able to go out, being quarantined, you could jog in place, jog in your room, whatever it may be, just to get the blood flowing and get you ready to go as far as jumping into the stretches. Now the first 3 stretches, we're actually going to hit the ground in regard to these first 3 stretches. We're going to start off with the hip crossover, iron cross, and scorpions. Okay. Now with the hip crossover, okay, when you get down on the ground, okay, the important thing is for you to have your hands palms out, straight out to your side. Okay, so you're going to look like a cross. Feet are going to be together. Feet are going to come up straight up in the air. Okay, and wherever your feet go, because you're going to take your feet to your hands, wherever your feet go, your head is going to go the opposite direction. Okay, so if your legs are going to your left, your head's going to go to your right. Okay, back up to the middle, opposite side. Okay, head's going to go to the opposite side as well too. Okay, feet together still. Feet are going to go to your left hand, head's going to turn to the right. Okay, back to the middle. Feet are going to go to the right. Your head is going to go to your left. Okay. Those are the hip crossover or the hip crossovers. With the hip crossovers, okay, you're going to do them continuously. You should only have a pause of about a second in between. Okay, and you'll continue to do them. I'll prescribe whatever number of reps you're going to do per side, and then down the line we'll increase them as you get stronger and you develop them. Now, similar to the hip crossover is what's called an iron cross. So same start position as the hip crossover. Palms are down on the ground, feet are together, okay? Except you're gonna only use one leg at a time, okay? So we're gonna go right leg up, right leg's gonna go to the left hand, head is gonna go to the opposite side as well, okay? You're gonna go back to the start point, left leg, right hand, head is gonna go to the opposite side. Okay, so in real speed, it should look like this. Now the big thing with doing the dynamic stretches is one, how much they'll increase your flexibility. Obviously myself, I don't stretch enough, so obviously my flexibility isn't as great as a lot of your guys. One of the things you'll be able to do down the line is you'll be able to get your foot all the way up to your hand, okay? And that'll be a pretty good tell on where you're at with your flexibility. Now the next stretch is what's called the scorpion, okay? Now we're gonna do the opposite of doing the hip crossovers and iron cross. We're actually gonna be on our stomachs, okay? Palms are still going to be down on the ground, facing forward, okay? And we're basically doing the opposite of the iron cross, okay? Or the same thing as the iron cross, we're just on our belly now, okay? So right leg is going to go to left hand, okay? Head's going to go to the right, okay? Left foot's going to go to right hand, head's going to go to the left, okay? So the head's going to go to the opposite side. Now, if you're not as flexible, just like I am, and you're having trouble getting your hand all the way getting your feet all the way up to your hand, don't be discouraged in regard to that. As your flexibility increases, your ability to get your foot closer and closer to your hand is going to increase. And like I said, that's going to be a pretty good indicator of your flexibility and the development of that. Our next stretch that we're going to go into, okay, is called hand walks. Okay, so with hand walks, we're going to start out, okay, and this does multiple things. Okay, one, it's going to help to stretch our groins, or not our groins, our hamstrings, as well as our calves. Okay, and then as we get through the walk, we're also going to incorporate warming up our upper body as well too. Okay, so we're going to bend down, try and touch our toes, slightly bend our knees, touch the ground, and we're going to walk it out with our hands. Okay, we're going to get an abdominal stretch here. Okay, into a plank position. Okay, after we get into plank position, we're going to march up, tiptoe, trying to keep our legs straight, trying to march up to our hands. Okay, as far as we can go. Okay, so same thing, start position, bend down, try and touch our toes, go as far as we can, slightly bend the knees, find the ground, start walking it out with our hands. Abdominal stretch, plank position, tiptoe, walking it up. Okay, and this is what it looks like from a different view now. So bending down, reaching for our toes, slightly bend the knees, find the ground, walk it out. Stretch our abdominal area, plank position. Now we're walking it up, keeping our legs straight, tiptoeing up. Okay, those are hand walks. Next stretch. Okay, these are called groiners or forward lunge stretch. So with groiners, start position. Okay, we're going to take a stride out like we're going to do a lunge, except we're not going to bend the back leg. So what's called your trail leg is going to stay straight. Okay, and you want to try to keep your feet pointed as forward as possible. Okay, so feet are pointed forward, trail leg straight. We're getting our right arm inside of our right knee and pushing out. Okay, so you should feel your groin stretch both on your right leg and your left leg. The other thing that you should feel is, if you're doing it properly, is you should be able to feel a stretch in your calf and your trail leg. Okay, after you hold the position for about 1 or 2 seconds, okay, you're going to pop yourself up. So after you're in this position, you're going to pop yourself up with your front leg. Okay, then you're going to switch legs. Get on the inside. Okay, trail leg straight. Feel the calf stretch in your trail leg. Left elbow pushing in on the inside of the left knee. Feeling your groin stretch in here. 1001, 1002. Pop yourself back up. Okay, so in real-time speed, the stretch should look like this. Okay, those are groiners. Side lunge. Okay, side lunge. Okay, so with the side lunge, we're gonna have a start position. Okay, and we're gonna come back to this start position. So you always need to remember to come back to start position. Okay, so we're gonna step out, trail leg. Okay, trail leg is going to be straight, but our butts are going to be down, our chests are going to be up. Okay, then we're going to pop ourselves back up, back to start position. We're going to step out to the left side, trail leg straight, Butts are down, keeping our chest up, popping ourselves back up to start position. Okay. Back out to the right, dropping our butts down, chest up, pop ourselves back in. Step out, popping ourselves back up to start position. Okay. Those are side lunges. Okay. Now reverse lunge twists. Okay, so we're going to do a reverse lunge. Okay, so we're going to step backwards. Okay, and we're going to do a twist with it. Okay, now the twist is going to go to the opposite side. Okay, so we go reverse lunge, drop into our lunge, reverse lunge with our right leg. Okay, we're going to twist to our left side. Okay, and you should feel a stretch in your back. Okay, back to the front, or back to start position. Step back into the lunge with the opposite leg. Drop into the lunge. Left leg dropped in. So we're going to twist to the right. Okay. So one of the other big things with that is working on maintaining your balance. Okay. Now part of the deal with the dynamic stretches is it's also a little bit of a workout in itself. Okay, because you're being challenged, one, to maintain your balance, but two, you're also having to fire your core. For the most part. Okay, so as we do reverse lunge twists in real life speed, this is what they look like. Step back into the lunge, twist to the opposite side, 1001, 1002, pop back up, switch sides for the lunge, twist to the right, 1001, 1002, pop back up to the center. Okay, back to our start position. Now our last stretch here is going to be what's called a sumo squat. Okay, so with the sumo squat, okay, we're going to get down, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to reach around our ankles. Okay, squat it down, reach around our ankles, and we're going to squat our butts up. Okay, and so on the sumo squat, you're basically going to be able to feel your hip flexors fire. Okay, you're going to be able to feel your glutes fire, them loosen up as well too, because there's obviously the stretch that's going on that's involved there. And those are our basic dynamic stretches that we go through in our program. So those will be incorporated into a workout. And so to get started for the very first day, obviously you'll go through doing the dynamic stretches, and then also you'll have basically for the very first day some type of running exercise that I'll have set up for you, and so pretty much this will be the beginning of your workout, and then something else incorporated on top of it, whether it be running, another type of workout once we get into the body weight exercises tomorrow, covering those, and then also, you know, we'll also stack up some running on top of that stuff as well too. All right, so make sure you stay in tune to what's going on in the class. Make sure you're checking in every day. The less you work out, the tougher it is for you to maintain what you actually get yourself going toward. So if you take more days off, you're going to have a harder time coming back and reestablishing where you're at. All right, look forward to talking to you and seeing you guys tomorrow.